Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to another Wild Rift video, and in today's video I'm gonna show you how to play Morgana in the jungle. This champion is insane. You can deal a lot of damage, you can save your teammates, you can one-shot the enemies with that first ability. You can secure every single objective in the map. So if you want to see how, you can skip to the gameplay. There are timestamps in the description. But first we talk about how to build on this champion. So there are two ways of building on Morgana. The first one starts with Lundenzeko, and the other one doesn't start with Lundenzeko. So we first start with the Lundenzeko, my favorite one. So as your first item, like always, Lundenzeko, no matter what, this item is pretty good. You know, deals a lot of damage if you hit your first ability. Also grants you additional mana. As in Morgana, you always need it. Even though if you have those champions, I mean in the mid lane, that need blue buff in the late game, so this item allows you to have more mana. As your second item, I would say always anti-healing. So it's pretty good because you can apply it with your second ability on every enemy that walks on your ability. As your third item, you can go for Torment. Here is where your real damage starts. So after getting Torment, you're gonna deal a lot of damage. And as your fourth item, Death Cap, when you get your Death Cap, it's gonna be even more. As your last item, like always, Void Staff, I would say is pretty decent because in the late game, you know, enemies got those magic resistance, so it's gonna be pretty good. So now let's talk about your second item, which was anti-healing. You can finish it after Void Staff, the Green Book, or you can also go for Rift Maker if you don't need anti-healing, right? That was it about this build. Now let's talk about the other one, which doesn't start with Lundenzeko. So the other one starts with Torment. This one is for those who are just starting playing this champion, you know, don't know how to play it, doesn't master this champion, cannot hit their first ability. I mean, if you can hit your first ability, just go for Lundenzeko. You can literally one-shot the enemies. It's kind of sniping them. And after your Torment, you can go for Rift Maker, pretty decent item. You can apply even more damage, 9% true damage. As your third item, here is the point. You go for Crystal Scepter. Why? When you need Crystal Scepter, if there are dashing champions, I mean those champions got dashing abilities like Camille, Fiora, you know, those champions like Ezreal, you know, Diana, Zed, that can reach you. If they can catch you, they can kill you. It doesn't matter if you go for Lundenzeko, they will kill you. So if the enemy had, you know, those dashing champions, you need to go for Crystal Scepter. It allows you to slow them by 30%, so they cannot reach you anymore. But in this build, you cannot really deal a lot of damage. You just can, you know, apply your items, passives, you know. It's kind of good, but not a lot of damage. As your fourth item, again, Death Cap is the best one, and as your last item, Void Staff. So for your boots, always Ionian boots, you know, decreasing the cooldown of your abilities. And as your enchantment, in 90% of game, you're gonna go for status, which allows you to, you know, survive while you are using your ultimate. Okay, if you know, felt like you don't need status, you just can for Meteor. It gives you vision on objectives. It deals also a lot of damage. Pretty decent enchantment, but I myself still prefer to go for a status. So that was about the items. Let's talk about your runes. So if you use Lundenzeko as your first item, you go for Electrocute as your first rune. As your second rune, always Gathering Storm. As your third rune, Conditioning. And as your last rune, you go for Mastermind. But if you're using the other build, which starts with Torment, you go for Airy, not Electrocute, okay? The rest of the runes are the same: Gathering Storm, Conditioning, and Mastermind. So that was about the builds. Now let's get onto the gameplay. Alright, onto the gameplay. So in this game, unfortunately, I couldn't be using my favorite build, which starts with Lone Enerco. Why? Because as you can see, they got those dashing champions, Riven, Diana, Zed, you know, Tristana. They all can reach me, catch me, kill me. So basically, I'm going to be using Crystal Scepter in this game. I'm not gonna deal a lot of damage, but that's how you can survive with this champion in the jungle. First, you start with blue buff, of course. You can take the frog and blue buff at the same time. So you hit the blue buff first and use your second ability under the frog, and you go stand at the middle. Then you can use your second ability under both of them and take them both at the same time. As you can see here, we're doing this. Then you go for the Wolfie monsters, and then you go to the other side of the map for taking red buff. And our top laner just gave Riven first blood. Okay, when you got red buff, you see if you can take the enemy's blue buff too. So I saw, you know, their jungler wasn't there, of course, and yeah, he's just ganking mid lane. So I thought I can take their blue buff. In 90% of games you can do it if the dragon is on the bot side. Unfortunately, their support came. Diana took the frog. Yeah, he flashed. I'm gonna die. Unfortunately, my teammates were not following me, so this might happen to you when you're playing alone as a solo queue player. But it's fine, don't worry. If they wouldn't come, I could be 2 levels ahead of my enemy jungler. But now we are at the same level, so... Holy man. Sona just got one-shotted. Sona is playing very aggressive, I don't know why. He should be standing at the backside, not front of the Ezreal. So try to focus on farming with Morgana in the jungle, because you don't have that strong of, you know, ganking abilities. Not in the early game at least. So we got Zed. That was a shutdown. I mean, look at our mid laner. Already gave them 3 kills. Wow. Okay, our first item, Torment, is ready. Now, yeah, I decided to get Ionian boost so I can use my abilities even faster. Ezreal died too. So this is a hard game, because why Sona is playing like that? What? Just go back. What was that? For real? Oh my god. This is a really hard game because every lane is losing. Bot, mid, top. They're all feeding. Like, what? I don't get it. Oh, Zed is low. I got him. I could kill him with my smite, but I decided to use my ultimate so I can have my smite for the dragon. And Riven is also here. We don't have our top laner. Oh, they let the dragon go out. They don't have Zed, so it's a 4 versus 4 right now. But they decided to wait until the mid laner comes. Oh my god. This is gonna be a hard fight. Hopefully they didn't die, but they cannot help for the dragon. Now they're going to do the dragon, of course. I'm gonna try to steal it. Let's see. Oh my god, I got it. Okay, I got it from, I mean, 1 versus 5. That was nice. It was worth it because the damage dragon can stack if you get the next dragons too. Finally our top laner decided to join. Why Sona is playing like this? Dude, you're not tanky. This isn't Thresh or something. I mean, you should stay back. I don't get it. Okay, they're fighting. We can kill Zed. Okay, my ultimate killed him. Nice. My second item is ready. Rift Maker, can I get it before starting the Herald? I don't know. And we lost first tower before even getting the Herald. So as you can see, we don't have a really good team right here. They're all playing bad. I don't know, somehow. I feel Ezreal because Sona is playing really aggressive because you're not early champion. I don't get it. So I can push mid lane hopefully. They're not coming. They're gonna defend the tower. But I'm trying to get the blue buff. Calm down. Okay. Nice. Alia got me. Dude, why they're all focusing me? They're all chasing me. They use their flashes just for me. There are other players that you can kill, of course. I don't know why they are so mad. Maybe because of the first dragon? I don't know. But they sound really mad. I can tell you. Okay, got my item. Now, as my third item, of course, Crystal Scepter. Oh, this is gonna be risky. He used his smite. Okay, we're safe.
I chose my shackles.
So there is also another point when you use this build. So when you go for, Crystal Scepter and these items, you need to maximize your second ability first before maximizing your first ability. But when you go for London's Echo, you should... Oh my god, I'm dead. He didn't chase me. If he would, I could be dead now. Tristana's damage is really scary. So, as I was saying, when you go for Luna's Echo, you need to maximize your first ability. So that becomes a real sniper champion. You can one-shot the enemies with your Q. If you hit them right, okay? So if you cannot hit your first ability, of course, you shouldn't go for that build. First, try to use this build to understand the champion, learning how to use your Qs, because those Qs can destroy the enemies. Oh, they're doing a drag. I don't have flash. And I stole the dragon without even going inside with my first ability. Oh my god. And that's a real comeback because my teammates were not playing good and now they can kill the enemies, as you can see. Dragons always allow you to, bring the game for your side. And you can always secure the dragons because of your first ability. You can combine it with a smite because your first ability can literally deal a lot of damage. In the early game, almost 300 or so. In the late game, more than 700, even 800, I don't really remember. And now they can kill Tristana too. Wow. Okay, two of them are dead. We can do the Baron. Yeah, I pinged the Baron so we can start it. But their jungler is alive, so it's kind of risky. But I'm level 13, he's level 11, so I have a better chance to, secure the Baron. Let's see what happens. Yeah, he knows we are doing the Baron. And he of course will try to steal. Let's see if I can get it. Whoa, that was close. I missed my smite, but my second ability got the Baron. I used my third ability on myself, but it didn't work somehow. I don't know why. Because I wanted to use my first ability on Baron, not on Diana. And, her ultimate brought me close to him. I don't know, my third ability should have worked. Kind of weird. So I'm trying to protect Ezreal with my third ability. As you can see, when you hit your first ability, the enemy is dead. It's really important to hit that Q. I mean, if I had Lundenzuko, I could kill them with my first ability, not even waiting my teammates to deal the damage. Just imagine when you get your death cap. That's where the game begins. I can get it now. Okay, I'm recalling. I got my death cap now. At least I can deal a little of damage now, because as you can see, this build is for your second ability, but Lundenzuko is your for first ability. I love that build for real. Just try it to see what I mean. Oh, that's a big mistake by their jungler. I don't know why Diana is doing this. But anyways, they lost 2 dragons and their, mindset is kinda... They are angry, I mean. They cannot focus anymore, and that's how we win. Okay. Riven was on bot side. He probably recalled. That's a risky fight. But we won, I know. Okay, we got them. So this one was a pretty easy game. Even though our teammates were not playing that good in the early game, but we got them. So dragons are important. Do not, swap them with Herald. 6 kills, 2 death, and 10 assists. That's pretty nice. 16k damage only, as you can see. It's not a lot, but I mean, Morgana's damage is really good in the jungle. You can clear jungle fast too. So that was it, guys. Let me know what you think about this champion in the jungle. I hope you enjoyed this game, and I will catch you all in the next Wild Rift video. Goodbye.